In the quiet countryside of ancient China, there lived a scholar. Not just any scholar, but the kind who had read every classic scroll, memorized every Confucian verse, and yet remained unmarried at 30. Why? Because his standards were impossible. "She must be beautiful," he declared. "She must ask for no dowry. And, get this, she must eat no more than 3 grains of rice per meal." It was the kind of fantasy that made even the matchmakers roll their eyes, until one day, the heavens, or perhaps something else, answered. She appeared out of nowhere, a woman of stunning beauty. No need for dowry, no need for food, not even those 3 grains. The scholar couldn't believe his luck. He married her immediately. But after 10 blissful days, he noticed something strange. Every night at midnight, his wife would quietly slip out. When he asked, she smiled and said she was just relieving herself. But even a man blinded by love found it odd. She didn't eat, didn't drink, and still needed a bathroom. One night, he followed her. What he discovered would haunt him forever. She walked deep into the wilderness. There, under the moonlight, she approached a fresh grave. Then, like shedding her human disguise, she plunged her delicate hands into the soil, dragged out the corpse, and began to eat. He screamed. Then everything went black. The next morning, the neighbors were told that the scholar had gone away on business. In his place, a new dog had appeared, guarding the home. But this was no ordinary dog. He saw, he remembered, and he suffered, watching his demonic wife bring home lover after lover, his eyes wide with pain, unable to speak, only bark. Until one day, even that became too much. One sunny morning, the demon wife was openly cheating with a lover in their courtyard. The scholar dog couldn't bear it. Out of sight, out of mind, goes the old Chinese saying. So he ran, left everything behind. But freedom, as it turns out, doesn't fill an empty stomach. After 3 days of starvation, he collapsed in front of a humble meat bun vendor. Seeing his soulful eyes, the vendor tossed him a hot bun. The dog devoured it and bowed in thanks. The old man, shocked, decided to keep this strangely human-like animal. Soon, the scholar dog became famous. He helped the vendor sell buns on the street, taking coins with his mouth, giving perfect change. People came not for the buns, but to see the dog that understood money. The vendor's business boomed. In 3 years, he had enough to open a grand restaurant. And that's when fate stepped in again. The vendor's daughter, a quirky girl who had run off to study Taoist magic, returned home. Seeing the dog, she frowned, whispered some incantations, and threw a bedsheet over him. Poof! The scholar was human again, wrapped in linen, kneeling, sobbing. "Don't be ashamed," said the vendor, handing him clothes. "You've been a dog. That's humbling enough." But the scholar didn't move. "I want revenge," he whispered. The daughter hesitated. "Your wife is no ordinary demon. I fear her power is greater than mine." But the scholar pleaded. Finally, she agreed, reluctantly. She mixed a spell with sulfur wine, handed him the bowl. "Throw this on her face," she warned. "If it lands, you can command her form. If not, pray for mercy." And so he returned. What happened next? Well, China has a saying. Open battle is easy to avoid. A hidden arrow is hard to dodge. The demon wife didn't see it coming. The wine hit her face, and she transformed into a steaming pile of dog dung. The scholar took back his home. This time, he married a wife with a healthy appetite. The vendor's bun shop? It opened on time, prospered for generations, and if you ask some old-timers in that village today, they'll say, yes, even a meat bun can save a man from hell. If you enjoyed this eerie Chinese folk tale, hit subscribe for more ancient stories of love, loss, and the supernatural. Tales from ancient China. Every legend has its teeth.